I'm in a place today that I couldn't have imagined being in. Even if you hand it over to a bunch of screenwriters that come up with a story, they wouldn't have come up with this.
We don't lack for vision and dreams and ideas.
Yeah, two new loves. That's a good description. There is a ton of history, beauty, and warmth that is below the surface, right in front of you every day, but you whiz right by it.
When you walked into my life, I eventually realized that the happiness I had could be greatly expanded by the joy I have found in loving you.
Susan, the story of us had a most auspicious beginning.
It seems that coincidences are God's way of staying invisible. Susan and Archie are here today because of a series of almost unbelievable coincidences.
I've had a lot of relationships in my 85 years. He is willing to be present. He listens. He remembers what I say, and he doesn't forget.
We were each going along our life's journey, not really looking, but carrying the hope that we all carry, to one day be happy and at peace.
He's a very, very loving man and a very generous man. Smart, funny, all those other things, but I think the generosity and the loving is the two words that come to my mind. He says he's not that funny, but I think he's very funny. We laugh a lot.
Because he knows I'm not that funny. I describe the world the way I see it.
These two talk to him for 2 minutes, 5 minutes, or an hour. They deflect praise and they automatically talk about the other.
I so respect and admire him for all who he is.
Susan's very funny and extremely smart.
In my mind, he's first.
I'm as proud of her as I've been of anybody I have ever known, just for who she is.
Just like children sleeping.
Susan rented out one of her houses on Airbnb for about 13 years. It had never, in all the years, been available on a summer weekend. 4 years ago, on June 30th, it was for some reason not rented. So she contacted her insurance agent, telling her the house was free in case anyone she knew might need it. 2 days later, Vanessa brought Ty King to meet Susan. He just happened to need a house for that very weekend. Susan gave him her house to use. She went to the party on Friday, where Archie was the person being honored. They did not meet that night. Every photo of that evening that Susan took that night, Archie just happened to be in the photo.
I wanna see you dance again, because I'm still in love with you.
Because of you, I laugh, I smile, and I can continue my dream of giving all of this away for generations to enjoy. But you have brought focus to my dream. Thank you. I am your partner and I'm your friend, and I look forward with great excitement to spending my life with you. I want to care for you and nurture you and be there together in all that life will bring us.
So Ty invited Archie to come to the Going Away barbecue that next Sunday night. Ty knew that Archie had lots of training and experience in nonprofit work. Ty told Archie that Susan needed help building her museum. Against all of Archie's best judgment, he ventured out from Connecticut in a horrible storm to come to the dinner to, and I quote, help this very nice lady. Once he got to the Newburgh Beacon Bridge, the sun burst out and he followed his GPS to this very location.
Little did I know when I first came around the corner what I had really found.
Because I'm still in love with you. I wanna see you dance again. Because I'm still in love with you. On this harvest moon.
With Archie, I'm having the kind of relationship with a man that I always dreamed possible, but very few people have.
If you live to be 100 years old, I want to live to be 100 minus 1 day, so I'll never live a day without you.
Well, I'm not sure how, I'm going to cry again. I worry a lot about leaving Archie and leaving, if I get sick and die. And at 85, one begins to think of that. I worry a lot about leaving him. Who's going to look after him? And leaving him with this huge undertaking, which was my mission and my idea and my dream. And it's becoming his little by little. But I just hope that I live long enough to see it through with him. It would be very sad not to be able to do that. And I would also feel terrible leaving him with such a burden, responsibility. I mean, I think he's up for it. He's certainly capable. But to take on somebody else's dream when that wasn't your plan, it's asking a lot. And I worry about that.
Oh, we've talked about that. This part I've not said out loud, but we both kind of acknowledge it. I know a piece of that fear is a race with time, a race with mortality. We're all in a race with mortality. And I've also told her that there's no need to worry about me in that way. Regardless of who goes first or second or any of that. We'll be all right and together on the other side. I have no doubt about that. We'll be with the people we love and doing the things we care about. It's kind of like here.
I
write you pictures of you long before I met you, just a fragment of my mind. I had called out for you almost every night. Precious things are hard to find. It was just
But for me, it's pretty simple. Every day for Susan will be a good day until I'm not here to do that anymore. And if I can do it after I'm here, I'll do that too. I don't know the answer to that yet. But that young lady deserves a good day every day.
I write it so I don't forget, never let it get away. I wear a picture of you just to keep you safe. Now that I have you, I will not forget what a miracle you are. No childish expectation, love is not the answer, but the line that marks the start. I thank a God I've never met, never loved, never wanted. I write it so I don't forget, never let it get away. I keep a picture of you just to keep you safe.
Fitting all the things you love into your life can at times be an adventure.
One of our songs that we like came on and we ended up dancing in the hall. It's so nice to have
I
that.
write it so I won't forget, never
This
let
whole
it
idea of
get
either of
away.
us
I
getting
keep a
married was
picture
not
of
on
you
anybody's
just to
radar
keep
when
you
we started.
safe.
Looking back,
Thank a God I've never met,
I don't know how we could have done
never
any different.
wanted.
I just love him.
I sing it so I won't forget.
Smart as a whip,
never
that's
let it
obvious,
get
right?
away. I keep a picture of you just to
She
keep
gets
you
people.
safe.
And she gets me, it seems like. She's one of a kind.
I have a man that'll come out of his study and dance with me. How cool is that?